You're watching Extras from the Extension on Eagle Community Television. This show is brought to you by Xeriscaping Implement.
Hi, I'm Holly Dickman with the Ellis County Extension Office, and today I want to clarify a little bit of what I've been hearing a lot of in the community lately and in the surrounding towns, and that is the word xeriscaping. I've been having a lot of questions about that word. I've been hearing a lot of that word in the media and in the radio, and just wanted to clarify a little bit about what exactly xeriscaping is. Now, sometimes people hear that word and they think it's a bunch of rocks with cactus, or just pretty much landscaping that requires no water at all. Maybe it's very little plant material. Lots of different perceptions out there, but truly xeriscaping is a word that was developed by the Denver Water Authority, back in the 1980s to describe landscaping with water conservation in mind. So the final goal with the xeriscaped landscape is to have plants that, once established, will require very little, if any, additional irrigation or supplemental moisture. And so xeriscaping actually consists of 7 steps. It's not a certain look, it's not a certain group of plants like I mentioned earlier. It is actually a step of 7 gardening principles that in combination create a true xeriscape. And those principles are simply planning and design, soil preparation, which I've talked about several times, efficient irrigation, which is extremely important, mulch, which you can see behind me here is being used, right plant, right place, which in our area of the state is very, very critical, and plant zones, and then also practical turf areas. And this just means simply, do you need that big vast expanse of green grass in the front yard? Or maybe do you need a narrow strip of turf in the front yard next to the street? Think about different ways to go about that. And then finally, the final step is proper maintenance. Now, all of these things I do discuss, and we have publications talking about all of these steps in greater detail, but these all together create a true xeriscape. So hopefully this eliminates a little bit of the confusion, but xeriscaping, once again, is not a specific look. It's not a certain number of plants or certain type of plants. It's actually a group of gardening practices together that creates a landscape that is more water efficient, hopefully water conserving, and can be very much more attractive sometimes than the water wasting landscapes that we might have in the area. So if you have questions specifically about xeriscaping or about the steps that go towards a xeriscaped landscape, please contact your local extension office for more information.
You're watching Extras from the Extension on Eagle Community Television. This show is brought to you by Xeriscaping Implement.
When you're working around the yard this year, your work will be easier if you make a visit to Xeriscaping Implement. They make your chores easier with tractors, lawnmowers, trimmers, generators, and all the other special tools. When working in the yard, you'll also want to look your best, and you can when you dress with John Deere clothes. And if the kids need toys, they can take care of that too. Xeriscaping Implement, 300 West 48th Street, just north of Walmart in Hayes.